a smaller fly. Why did you do that?
Well, when I was working the water with a big Madam X, and I kept seeing fish coming up taking something very small, and I just couldn't tell what it was. Could have been some of those tricos we saw earlier, but I just decided to go a little bit smaller. Went with a little yellow stimulator, about a size 12, and put it over where I'd seen the fish, and it was like the second cast, he came up and ate it.
Oh, very good, very good. Now, in this type of water, is the presentation more important than the fly itself, or do you think there's more emphasis on the fly, matching the hatch?
Now, just because I went to a stimulator, which is a pretty basic fly, it imitates a yellow Sally, but we haven't seen any of those today either. So I think it was more just getting a good drag-free drift, and especially when you're working in a little slower water, the more natural it looks like it's floating, I think the better.
Mm-hmm. So the drag-free drift is obtained. I'm noticing you strip in the line as the fly gets closer to you.
Right, just trying to keep the bulk of the line away from the fly so it doesn't drag the fly down the river.
The minute you get dragged, the fish will reject it.
Well, sometimes you'll get a fish to eat something that is just swinging past them fast, but most cases they're not going to, because it's going to spook them. And what I try to do as soon as I'm out of my drag-free drift zone, I just pick up the fly and throw it again and just keep covering water. Put on a little X-Caddis. Oh, nice little fish. You want to net him for me?
Sure.
Looks like a little brown maybe, huh?
Oh, missed him. And we have him. Now.
Pretty little fish.
Yeah. I didn't see any cuts underneath it, so we probably got ourselves a rainbow.
Yep.
Yeah, no cuts, so this is the little rainbow. Very nice.
Nice fine spots.
Trout are very conditioned to watch for terrestrials that fall in the water, such as ants, crickets, and moths. They are readily picked off by opportunistic fish. During the months of August and September, big trout will purposely position themselves near banks waiting for careless hoppers to fall in the river or be blown in by daily high winds experienced on most western waters. Attractor patterns are the most valuable tool a fly fisherman can have in his fly box. These flies are subsurface or surface patterns that do not necessarily resemble any specific aquatic or terrestrial insect. They have characteristics of several types of imitations all rolled up into one. Most attractor patterns are brightly colored, larger than natural food sources, and have a high visibility, which aids in both the angler and the trout in seeing the offering. Rubber legs, exaggerated hackles or wings combine to help imitate the silhouette of something the trout would be tempted into eating.
Took it on a little yellow stimulator. I just switched flies because I'd seen a couple of fish come up and eat something, but the bigger fly wasn't working, so I went down to about a size 12, yellow stimulator. What do we have?
Looks good, Dick. What is it, do you think?
Looks like a little rainbow.
You gonna handle it with your hand, or you want me to net it, or?
If you want to net it, I'll just
I got
bring
a net
it up
right
to you.
here. Bring her up to me.
Yep, where you go? There he is.
It's a decent fish too, isn't it?
Not bad for here.
Yeah.
There you go, and we got him.
Very nice. Very nice. Now I'll just take out the fly.
Thank you.
And now, is this a rainbow or is it a cutthroat? Now I'm looking at.
I'm going to have to get a little closer here to see myself. I'd say that is a rainbow with maybe just a touch of cut in it.
Okay.
You see the little slash under its gill, and it's not very prominent, but it's there. So I would say that's a hybrid.
Okay.
It's
Very
a beautiful little fish.
Hi, I'm Tom Rosenbauer. Do you want to learn more about this crazy and exciting world of fly fishing? Watch the other videos in this series and subscribe to the channel.